14 mornings from now, you step in front of a mirror and notice something different. The stubborn belly fat that hugs your organs has started to shrink. The surprising part? You didn't spend hours at the gym to get here. In fact, you barely changed how much you move. You changed the environment inside your body, and that's what unlocks the change. Most folks assume eating better is all it takes, or that more exercise is the missing link. The reality is more specific. Visceral fat, the dangerous fat tucked around your liver, pancreas, and other organs, is controlled by a few internal switches. If we flip those switches, 2 weeks can look very different. Today, I'll walk you step by step through a simple, science-friendly, 14-day plan that your metabolism without punishing workouts. It's practical, low-tech, and designed for people who want real results without living in the gym. Why visceral fat is stubborn. First, a quick tour of the biology. There are 3 main reasons visceral fat sticks around. 1. Hormonal lock. Insulin is the gatekeeper. When it's elevated all day, your body can't access stored fat. Think a pantry full of food, but the door is locked. 2. Metabolic traffic jam in the liver. If the liver is inflamed or overloaded, bile production and fat processing slow, and your metabolic machinery grinds. 3. Cellular fuel choice. Your mitochondria, the little power plants in cells, decide whether to burn carbs or fat. Most people have long been biased toward burning sugar. We'll nudge those batteries back to fat burning. Fix those 3 things, and visceral fat becomes much easier to lose. How the 14 days are organized. We'll split this into 2 phases. Week 1 creates the right environment. Lower insulin spikes, easier digestion, and gentle mitochondrial retraining. Week 2 tightens the routine and adds targeted practices that accelerate fat mobilization. Every day brings 1 or 2 clear, practical actions, small, consistent wins that compound. Week 1, build the foundation. Day 1, set a daily eating rhythm. On day 1, compress your eating into a consistent window. Aim for about 12 hours. Example, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Outside that window, only water, black coffee, or plain tea. Why? Every time you eat, insulin rises. By giving your body predictable stretches without food, insulin falls more often, and fat-burning windows open. Meal strategy. At every meal, prioritize protein and vegetables first, then starchy carbs last. That sequencing slows sugar entering the bloodstream and keeps insulin peaks lower. Day 2, remove hidden irritants and stop snacking. Today you remove the usual metabolic saboteurs. Ultra-processed seed oils, canola, soybean, corn, sunflower, safflower, and constant grazing. Swap to olive oil, avocado oil, or butter from grass-fed sources. Keep to 3 meals within your eating window. No snacks. Skip fruit juices and smoothies that dump sugar quickly into your system. Day 3, a gentle liver nudge. 15 minutes after waking, before food, have a small morning tonic, 8 oz, of warm or room temp water. Juice from half a lemon, a pinch of sea salt, about 1/2 TSP ginger, fresh or powdered, and 1 TSP of high polyphenol, extra virgin olive oil. The bitter and fatty components help stimulate bile flow and prime your liver for digestion. Day 4, finish eating earlier. Stop eating at least 3 hours before bedtime. 5 is better. If you sleep at 11 p.m., aim to finish meals by 8 p.m. or earlier. Less nighttime eating lowers late insulin and cortisol. Helping sleep quality in sleep is a big lever for fat loss. Day 5, a short activation routine before your biggest meal. Do a 3 to 4 minute activation, 20 sit-to stands, or gentle air squats, 20 arm raises, 20 wall presses, and 20 shoulder swings. This brief routine signals muscles to take up glucose, which keeps blood sugar steadier and frees your liver from having to process every sugar surge. Day 6, prioritize protein. Make today. Aim to get most meals centered on lean protein fish, eggs, poultry, and filling vegetables. Protein stabilizes blood sugar, helps preserve muscle, and supports metabolism, especially important as we age. Day 7, a strategic short fast on day 7. Tighten your window. Try a 20-hour fast, a 4-hour eating window if you can. For example, eat between noon and 4 p.m. if that feels extreme. Aim for 16 hours fasting. This short, deliberate fast helps deplete liver glycogen so your body shifts into fat-burning mode. By the end of week 1, you'll likely notice smaller cravings, steadier energy, and maybe a bit of weight loss from reduced inflammation and water. Those small wins matter. They keep you motivated. Week to push the momentum. Day 8, shorten the eating window more. Drop your daily eating window to around 10 hours, for example. 8 a.m. to p.m. Finish meals at least 3 hours before bed. More continuous fasting time means insulin stays lower longer, giving mitochondria more chance to burn fat. Day 9, morning fat support beverage. If you drink coffee, make a fat support morning drink. Good quality, medium roast coffee, or high-quality green tea if you prefer. Blended or stirred with 1 TBSP high polyphenol olive oil and 1 TBS grass-fed butter, plus a pinch of salt. It's surprisingly satisfying and helps promote ketone production and steady energy. No coffee. Use green tea prepared the same way. Day 10, add bitter. Liver-supporting greens include a portion of bitter greens today, arugula, dandelion greens, radicchio, or artichoke with at least 1 meal. Bitterness stimulates bile and improves fat digestion, helping your liver process lipids more efficiently. Day 11, simplify your plate with meal math. Use a simple plate rule. Half the plate, non-starchy vegetables and protein. The other half, healthy fats and an optional small serving of whole food, carbs if you choose. Eat protein and veg first, fats next, then carbs if you'll have them. This ordering reduces glucose spikes. Day 12, recovery and sleep optimization. About an hour before bed, take a magnesium supplement, 200 to 400 milligrams. To relax the nervous system, put on blue light blocking glasses in the evening and do 10 slow, deep nasal breaths lying down to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Better sleep lowers cortisol and supports fat mobilization. Day 13A, longer, fast optional. Try a 24-hour fast today. If it feels right from dinner, yesterday to dinner tonight. If that's too much, 16 hours still helps. This more extended fast supports autophagy, your body's cellular cleanup, and encourages visceral fat to be released for fuel. Day 14, strategic refuel on the final day. Eat a well-composed refeed dinner with whole food carbs, sweet potato, squash, fruit, or white rice, plus olive oil, lemon, and a pinch of sea salt. After the meal, take a 10-minute walk. This refeed helps restore leptin sensitivity, the hormone that signals satiety, and keeps metabolic flexibility, so you don't plateau. Across these 2 weeks, you'll see several shifts: early, reduced insulin, and lower inflammation, which often shows up as less bloating and a few pounds of water loss. By mid-second week, more sustained fat burning, steadier morning blood sugar, and better sleep. By day 14, visceral fat is starting to mobilize. Liver function improves, and energy and mood often feel better. You won't need punishing exercise or perfect compliance. You'll need consistency with the small rituals: timed eating, sequencing food, the morning and pre-meal habits, and the brief activation movements. This plan works because it changes the internal environment that keeps fat locked in place. It's not about willpower. It's about setting the conditions so your body can do what it already knows how to do: burn stored fat. If this breakdown feels doable, try it for 14 days and notice the small changes. Tell me below which part you'll start with: the eating window, the morning liver tonic, or the activation routine. If you want more step-by-step guides like this, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next walkthrough. Your health changes when you give your body the right signals, and you can start those signals today.